Biodynamic refers to working with energy which create and maintain the land. The father of biodynamic farming is Rudolf Steiner. Biodynamic farming is a method of farming that aims to treat the farm as a living system which interact with the environment to build healthy living soil and to produce food that nourish and help to develop humanity. So biodynamic farming is a method of farming that aims to treat the farm as a living system which interact with the environment to build a healthy living soil and to the food that nourishes and help to develop the humanity. So this is a biodynamic farming or biodynamic agriculture. It is an advanced organic farming. Biodynamic agriculture is an advanced organic farming system that's gaining increased attention for its emphasis on food quality and the soil health. It is a form of alternative agriculture which are very similar to organic farming, but it includes various esoteric concepts that are drawn from the ideas of Rudolf Steiner. It is it has much in common with other organic approaches. Biodynamic has much in common with other organic approaches that it emphasizes the use of manure, humus, and compost, but it not use the artificial chemicals on the soil and plants. Now, the principle of biodynamic farming. Biodynamic farming aims to restore humus status of the soil ecosystem to hold its fertility and the productivity. It also helps to restore the soil for balanced functioning of the flora and fauna because soil is a living system wherein the microbes can be fully established and maintained. It involves skillful application of all the factors contributing the soil life and the health because a plant grow under the influence of abiotic factors like temperature, oxygen, light, water, etc. And all these energies are transformed in the plant system into a chemically active energy by way of photosynthesis. Biodynamic farming consider a plant as a living entity, which consists not only of mineral elements like nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, but also of organic matter such as protein, carbohydrate, starch, etc. Biodynamic farming give importance to enzyme and growth substances. Biodynamic farming also give importance to maintain the soil structures like their physical characters like bulk density, pore spaces, water holding capacity, and their texture. Now, the features of biodynamic farming. Biodynamic farming is a holistic understanding of agriculture farming that treats soil fertility, plant growth, and livestock care as ecologically interrelated tasks. It emphasizes the use of compost and input made from various herbal, mineral, and manure raw materials, excluding the use of artificial chemicals. It also emphasizes on the integrating farm, animal, and the use of astronomical sowing and the planting calendar. Astronomical sowing means on the base of the shape of the moon. It is one of the first sustainable agriculture movements, produces a living soil and healthy plants as a result of coordinated work of earthly and cosmic energies. Now the rules for using the biodynamic agriculture that it use the biodynamic spray, stimulate and retain soil fertility. In biodynamic agriculture, we use the biodynamic spray. Following crop rotation to combat pest and disease and increase the beneficial microflora. Recycling on farm wastes. Following prevention strategies against pest and disease by strengthening the plant and animals in the farm. Advantage of biodynamic farming. Through the biodynamic farming, the top quality of fruits, vegetables with strong flavors and good quantity of nutrients can be produced. The yield always above the average level. No use of any artificial chemicals on the plant and soil. So the vegetable fruits are free from chemicals. No spreading of pesticides and no great economical damage to their due to their presence. And the important criteria is to sustain the fertility of the form. So these are the advantages of the biodynamic farming. Now, next topic is the good agricultural practices for the cultivation of the medicinal plant. Generally, the safety and the quality of raw material parts of plant and the finished product depend on the factor that may be classified as intrinsic, like genetic factors, and the extrinsic factors like environment, collection method, cultivation, harvest, post-harvest treatment, transport, and storage practices. So the safety and the quality of the raw material and finished product depend on these factors. Both in this intrinsic and the extrinsic. The medicinal plants that are collected from the wild population may be contaminated by other species or other plants through misidentification, accidental contamination, or maybe through intentional adulteration, and all of which may have unsafe consequences. So the safety and quality assurance measures are needed to overcome these problems. Good agricultural practices have been recognized as an important tool for ensuring the safety and quality of the medicinal plants. Good agricultural practice include a specific method which when applied to agriculture and the cultivation of medicinal plants, it generates the food and herbs for consumers are safe and also healthy. The guidelines of good agricultural practices for medicinal plants describes the general principle and provide technical details for the cultivation of medicinal plants. And it also describes the quality control measures where applicable. The need for good agricultural practices. All of you know that interest in the traditional system of medicines, in particular herbal medicines, has increased in both developed and developing countries in last 2 decades. So there is rise in the concern about safety. On this background, quality control and quality assurance of herbal medicine still need attention. In order to ensure the safety, quality and efficacy of the herbal medicine, World Health Organization had identified the importance of agricultural and collection practices. These guidelines help to common growers and cultivators to increase the quality of their medicinal plants. Now, the objective of the good agricultural practices. The main objective of these guidelines are to contribute to the quality assurance of medicinal plants material used as a source for herbal medicines, which aim to improve the quality, safety, and efficacy of the finished herbal products. So, the main objective of the good agriculture practices is to contribute to the quality assurance of medicinal plant material that are used as a source of herbal medicines and which aim to improve the quality, safety, and efficacy of the finished herbal products. It also guides the formulation of national law for medicinal plants and the related standard operating procedures. These guidelines are also encourage and support the sustainable cultivation and collection of medicinal plants of good quality in a way that respect and support the conservation of medicinal plants and the environment in general. म्यूट करिए, कौन है? अपने आप को म्यूट करिए. Now, The good agricultural practices for medicinal plants. First one, identification and authentication of cultivated medicinal plants. So it is an important point in good agricultural practices. If we select the genuine plant, then obviously the finished herbal products will be good. If the selection of medicinal plants are not correct, then the products, the final products that are developed may be not therapeutically effective. So first one, selection of the medicinal plant. The species or the botanical variety that are selected for cultivation should be the same as that specified in the National Pharmacopoeia or recommended by other national document of the indigenous country. And in the absence of such national document, the selection of species or botanical variety specified in the pharmacopoeia or other documents of other countries should be considered. And in case of newly introduced medicinal plant, the species or botanical variety that are selected for the cultivation should be identified and documented as a source material used or described in traditional medicine of the original country. So this is an important point. Selection of the correct medicinal plants for the cultivation. Next, botanical identity. In botanical identity, generally the scientific name like their genus, species, subspecies, variety, family of each medicinal plants under cultivation should be verified and it should be also documented. And if available, the local and the English common name should also be recorded. And the other relevant information such as the name of the cultivator, their chemotype or phenotype may also be provided. Now, specimen. In case of first registration in producer's country of a medicinal plant or where reasonable doubt exists as to identify of such botanical species, a voucher specimen should be submitted to a regional or national herbarium for their identification. Like in our India, there are many institutes like Botanical Survey of India, National Botanical Research Institute, NBRI, which can identify the plant. Apart from identification, if possible, a genetic pattern should be compared to that of an authentic specimen. And documentation of the botanical identity should be included in the registration file also. Next, seed and other propagation material. The seeds and other propagation material should be specified and supplier of seeds and other propagation material should provide all the necessary information relating to their identity, quality, and performance of their product, as well as their breeding history where possible. The propagation or the planting material should be of appropriate quality and be as free as possible from contamination and disease in order to promote healthy plant. Planting material should be preferably be resistant or tolerant to biotic and abiotic factors. Seeds and other propagation materials that are used for organic production should be certified as being organically derived. And the care should be taken to exclude extraneous species, botanical varieties, and strains of medicinal plants during the entire production process. Substandard and adulterated propagation material must be avoided. Now, cultivation. The cultivation of medicinal plants require intensive care and proper management. The condition and the duration of cultivation vary depending on the quality of medicinal plants material that are required, and if no scientific published or documented cultivation data are available, then traditional method of cultivation should be followed where feasible. Otherwise, method should be developed through the research. The principle of good plant husbandry, including appropriate rotation of plant selected according to environmental sustainability, should be followed. The conservation agriculture techniques should be followed where appropriate, especially in build-up of organic matter and conservation of the soil humidity. So these are the good agricultural practices. In next class, we will discuss other topics.